Hehehe. Thank you, thank you. Oh, my delivery. Could you help me pick it up? Thanks for the cigarettes. And alcohol for teacher you. This is it. Right, right. Come on. That's mine. That's my stuff. Don't give that girl to me. Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. This is something else. They've set up a conveyor belt. Here. Thank you for sending me this Mickey Mouse. Also, it's really happening, right? And oh wow, don't send things. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the photo. Oh my, thank you, thank you. Oh, just thank you, thank you. And well, actually, half of this will be enough in the future. So, teacher you, please roll it up, Changsha Hudon. Actually, there haven't been many from Hudon in recent years. Yes, sometimes. They come often. Ha ha ha. All right. You're so enthusiastic. I definitely have to come more often. Thank you, thank you. So, who is teacher Yu's boyfriend? Your enthusiasm has moved me. Also, you can just stay here. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. As soon as you shout like that, I know whose audience you are. You see, every audience member's title represents the actor they like. Yes, you see, Zhang Yinlei's fans call him brother-in-law. Oh. Well, Guiqilan's fans call him dad. Who said teacher Yu's fans call him ancestor? Everyone knows, right? A famous crosstalk performer in China? I wouldn't dare to claim that title. So we. What? Didn't hear? Oh, hi. What are you laughing about? Your laughter shows politeness, but honestly, I didn't hear with thousands of people here. I know what you're saying. Thank you for coming to perform here. I'm really happy. Hey, I'm still that little student who does crosstalk. My name is Guo Degang. Very polite, thank you. Thank you. Everyone's support is crucial. I should introduce myself. Oh, I wouldn't dare to claim that. This time, I've come to Changsha. It's raining, and when I look at the weather, heavy rain is actually comfortable. But just wait a bit for the humidity. I'd like to discuss something with you. All right, if you don't plan to introduce me, could you please not gesture towards me? Everyone knows each other? I wouldn't claim that title. My surname is Yu. Given name is Qian. Courtesy name is Qian. How can I call your son by a name? That's different from his. He's doing great, and I'm just okay. Still your son, right? I have to criticize you if two young actors, one 5 and the other 6, stand on stage doing crosstalk saying, "You're my son, I'm your dad," the audience would find it very annoying. They wouldn't want to hear that. Why do we have to rely on ethics to find humor? It's annoying. These two kids aren't cute, that's true. But at our age, who's afraid of being someone's dad? It doesn't matter what age you are. This means to be clear. My surname is Yu. Given name is Qian. Oh, there are no characters, right? That's right. Nowadays, names don't have characters anymore. What's your English name? I don't even have an English name. Look at the audience. See how enthusiastic they are, right? Why don't you have an English name? That doesn't make sense. Why do I have to have an English name? My youngest son has an English name. Oh, that's your son, so I didn't give you one. What gives you the right to name me? And why shouldn't I name you? If I do, it'll seem like I'm playing favorites. So what's up with that? What are you planning to do? My youngest son is named Andy. Everyone knows that. You're named George. Why would I be named George? Your sister is named Peppa. Hey, we're both social people, you know? Look at Peppa Pig. She's got the crowd cheering for social folks. It's not that social. My youngest son is really named Andy. That's the truth. He's almost 4 now. And when he was about to be born, I really didn't want to let him go. You know, I told him to behave at home. Hey, can you say Dad said so? This kid just isn't that interesting. Can't go out for a show, huh? Hey, I still bring you good food. It's all about me, you know? Oh, I really don't want to leave. Look at Qian. He's grown up. Can't care about so much anymore. But these 3 or 4-year-olds are the most fun. They're just so lovable. Everyone behave. No being naughty. Hey, be polite. And don't lie when you speak. That's right. Lying makes your nose grow, right? Like a puppet. Pinocchio, that's a fairy tale. Where your nose grows when you lie. Let's start with that. And when he grows up, we'll explain it better. Yes, remember? A long nose means you're lying. It's hard to teach him, though. A few days later, I took him to the zoo. As soon as we walked in and saw the elephant, he got really excited. What did he do? Who are you? He lied and said the elephant has a long nose. Kids are innocent. Kids are adorable. Looking at him and then reflecting, it's quite emotional. When I met Teacher Yu, we were all around 15 or 16. Just like that. Half a lifetime has passed. Teacher Yu is now someone buried up to his eyebrows. Just like that. I've been buried too. Isn't there an old saying? Buried in the ground. Buried halfway. You could say this person is backward buying, oh well, not even up to the eyebrows. I hope you stay healthy and live long. Thank you. But getting older is just not the same as when you were young. There's a big difference. In my 20s, I was on stage doing stand-up. Didn't even know what tired was. That's youth for you. Really, 2 or 3 hours. Feel just as tiring as if it were fake. Now that time has passed. My back aches and my legs hurt. That's age for you. Even my wife from Dalian says so. My wife. Just like you all guessed. My wife says. What are you talking about? You're not as good as you used to be. Who said that? Why does this have to be said by my wife? Gao Feng's wife says the same thing. And Sun Yu's wife too. Many wives of Crosstalk performers say this. Hey, I have such good connections. Just making friends everywhere. Back when I was 18 or 16, I went to Beijing to develop my career. At that time, I really admired Teacher Yu. We called ourselves Beijing drifters, drifting in Beijing, without a stable job or fixed income. Back then, performing a segment of Crosstalk earned me 15 yuan. Back then, that was quite a bit. Steamed buns were 6 for a yuan, and a worker only made about 300 a month. In that situation, I envied him because he was in a professional arts troupe. I had a job making 800 a month, which was considered wealthy at the time. But then I thought, shouldn't he be making 800 too? There's a saying that goes well. How does it go? 1,000 or 800. 1,000 or 800. So I thought I should be making 800 too, really envying him. Teacher Yu is wealthy. He wears a big ring with a green gemstone. Wow, it's an emerald. The emerald's quality is something else, isn't it? You got it wrong, didn't you? That's an emerald, not an emerald. It's an emerald. Well, that's still an emerald, that's for sure. But it's called an emerald. The proper term is emerald. Anyway, it's a green gemstone, right? He even has a big piece of it on his chest. How wealthy. It's so big, the luster is shimmering. How can the luster shimmer like that? When you get closer and take a good look, what is it? It's just some menthol oil. I don't attract mosquitoes when I'm with him. Back in the day, he was the big brother of our little king. I'm just a few years older, but we're all brothers. My motto is, those who follow me will prosper, and those who oppose me will face trouble. You see, I have control over both upstream and downstream. If you don't listen, I'll curse you. Cursing? What kind of words are those? This is a pedestrian street. It's not okay to just shout insults. Who taught you that? We may joke around, but we should care for each other when it matters. When we go out to eat, we should respect those who spend money. That's how it should be. When we go for tea, it's because they're spending money. The big brother treats us, and when we drink, it's the same. It's their money even if we go to that place. It's still them spending. You just wait a moment. Which place? Are we going to? The Xinhua bookstore. Did you guess wrong? What do you mean by calling the Xinhua bookstore that place? Do you think we're going to the library? Hey, let's stop playing guessing games, okay? It's really nice of you. Yes, let's go. Today I'm bringing you little brothers along. Going to the hot springs was quite expensive back then. If you take us there, we might not even get to soak. Why? The boiler broke down. Is that really a hot spring? Just heating water with a boiler doesn't count as a hot spring. The water is cold, so let's forget about that. How about I take you all to the zoo? We can go anywhere, but let's go to the zoo. As soon as we enter the zoo, we see the elephants. And then, oh teacher, you got anxious. I said, what are you doing? Hey. You lied, all right? My dad told me, didn't he? My biological father raised me. Fine, fine. I have to get serious about this. What's the deal? Oh, what's wrong? It's adorable, watching him spend money like this every day. Later, I felt a bit guilty. Oh, I said to teacher Yu, I don't even know if your ancestors were Chui Yudu or Ndihai, or even Li Lianing. Why is that? You can't just spend your family's money like this. Do you mean to start a business or do something? I advise you to focus on serious matters. Otherwise, even a mountain of gold can be spent. You can't just waste resources. I'm saying this while the emperor isn't worried, but the retired one is anxious. The emperor isn't in a hurry, but the eunuchs are. It's true that the eunuchs are anxious while the emperor isn't. His father is sitting right next to him. The old man nods, agreeing that what Degang said is right. Oh, I agree you should do something. Of course, I'm saying this while the emperor isn't in a hurry, but the eunuchs are. Hey, it's on him. Teacher, you thought about this and decided. He wanted to start a business. What kind of business should I do? He's planning to set up a cultural company and make movies himself. Wow, jumping straight into making movies, huh? Actually, a lot of people are against it. They don't agree. They say, you do stand-up comedy, and now you want to make movies? You're out of your depth. You don't understand. Teacher, you said, I call this cross-industry, but there's a term for it. Cross-industry marketing is what really makes money. Can it make money? There's an old saying that says you can't profit from different industries, but now it's actually the opposite. Profit comes from crossing industries. That's right. Profiting from different industries. I used to have a friend who sold sugar, red sugar, white sugar, rock sugar, any kind of sugar. He made a fortune selling sugar, and later he ventured into cross-industry marketing. So what did he sell? Insulin. This was also a gap that needed filling before. Recently, it almost got a bunch of diabetic patients killed. Wow, here comes the sugar rush, cross-industry marketing. Teacher, you said, if I'm going to do it, I can do it well. But first, I need to find a good script. A good movie needs a solid foundation. Well, coincidentally, Teacher you has a good buddy who's a big-time screenwriter. He's a big deal, and the screenwriter has a high level of education. What's his degree? He graduated from Moscow. You know, making spicy crayfish. That's definitely a late-night snack. Does MIT have an affiliated elementary school? They've written a lot of works. And the most famous work is a special documentary. What's it called? Foot massage on the tip of the tongue. How disgusting is that? That name, that play, it's just salty. And they also wrote a foreign-themed movie called Romeo and Romeo. What are the two Romeos called? Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Galileo. Who? Romeo and Zhuang Tai? No, Romeo and Little Cabbage. Nonsense. Romeo's just grabbing whoever he can. This is too chaotic. They also wrote a historical drama titled, A Great Eunuch Even More Sword-Like Than the Sword of King Gojian. See you tomorrow. This sounds so cheeky. As soon as I heard Teacher you was going to film, I was over the moon, so happy. I have a really great artistic-themed movie. An artistic theme, huh? The title is really catchy. What's it called? Not all bugs can turn into butterflies, because some are just maggots. Sigh. Oh dear. Not this name. The second half is too weak. Teacher Yu is really moved. Huh? That's great. Not all bugs can turn into butterflies because some are just in the maggot zone. Is this play based on what I wrote? I'm just a maggot. What does this mean? It's decided to film your story using this script. The screenwriter is thrilled. Oh, just pulls out this chunk of script. What's this chunk of script for? A whole stack of scripts just pulled out. Oh, the screenwriter said, don't worry, as long as you film my play, I guarantee it will be the best movie in history. If it's the best in history, then that means this project is taking shape, right? Just realized this big stack of scripts. One stack after another, but it's not that stack. This stack of script papers is good to go. We have a script now. We need to find a director. The director must. The director is a model of cross-industry talent. Originally a lawyer. Oh! Later, due to his outstanding performance, he was resented by his peers, so they wouldn't let him practice law anymore. If someone is outstanding in their work, they should be allowed to do it right. How exactly was he outstanding? Some cases might take 6 months to judge. Oh, some cases can take 1.5 years, and if it's serious, it could be 2 years. Once it's in his hands, the worst outcome is a suspended death sentence. Wow, he really goes hard on the judgments. There are several cases. People spitting on the street. Crossing the road without waiting for the traffic lights. Oh, hey. Then, after his defense, they were executed in court. Wow, this guy is like a real executioner, with his hands covered in the blood of his clients. Oh dear. Hey. So they wouldn't let him do that anymore. So what did he switch to? He became a micro-business owner. Oh, can you really make it as a micro-business owner? He made $750,000 in 3 days. You see, talent is still talent, but he's just selling fake goods. Making $750K from selling fake goods, and someone got their leg broken because of it, and the insurance company paid out $750K. What does this have to do with micro-business? They hired him to be the director. Oh, he's capable, but the most important thing is to find an investor. You need money to make movies, right? Without money, how can you get things done? Just say you met a big tycoon, a rich person who's loaded. They call that a financier. And the antique shop opened 8 locations. Ah, this antique shop is something else. If you say a restaurant opened 10 or 20 locations, that's not surprising. But an antique shop opening 8 locations is impressive. It's like a $2 antique store. At the antique shop, there's even a $2 section. When you walk in, they give you a plastic basin, and you just put your stuff in there. When you check out, it's $2 per item, but you can't take the basin with you. What kind of basin is it? It costs $10. Hey, that's good his antiques aren't even as good as the plastic basins. People say I'm just playing around with this antique shop, but filmmaking is my specialty. Oh, I'm a professional in film. I'm actually the deputy director of a film arts center. It's my first time hearing about this position. You see, the deputy director of the arts center. Oh, the director in Changsha. In Hunan, the southern director. Oh, let's not get into that. The southern director still needs to grow. Ah, I really haven't heard of it. Hey, you should come to my arts center sometime. Oh, it's time to meet with Teacher Yu. As soon as you walk in, the deputy director is waiting, right? Xianer is here to help. Hey, what's going on? They haven't even started filming yet, and there are already unspoken rules. You're just looking for good things, Isn't that what you call good things? This person has a pond. A pond is a pond with water and fish in it. What's going on? They're all such big fish, taking off their shoes and socks to soap their feet, and the fish are eating the dead skin off their feet. Oh, he has that, huh? 2 people soaking their feet. Oh, so what's the name of your movie? Just asking, Not all bugs can turn into butterflies because some are just maggots. All right, no need for an introduction. Oh, the deputy director is so moved, just like. Oh, that's great. Not all bugs can turn into butterflies because some are just maggots. By the way, is this play based on my story? Hey, don't try to take it from me. When 2 sides compete, one will surely get hurt who's competing with him. This is good. I agree to invest in you. Here's the money. Wipe your feet. Put on your shoes and socks. Let's celebrate with a meal. Look, right here, they opened a bottle of red wine, and the two of them are having dinner. A big plate of food is right in the middle. What's the dish? Braised little fish. Ha 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 ha. Hey. Salty threads, huh? Oh, don't go on about that. Let's talk business. We've eaten and drunk enough, and the investment is settled, Qian said. Let's soak our feet again. Yeah, the vice president said soaking feet is fine, but the fish is gone. Where's the fish? We both ate it. I guess you need to find 2 more actors now. Ah, we can find a female actress for the male lead and female lead. How's that? It's pretty average. Why average? It's a model. Hey, at least models are pretty. Like car models. Look, car models are even prettier. Like forklift model. What kind of car model does a forklift need? A forklift model. Looks average. Anyway, the legs are a bit off. How are they off? Bow-legged. Oh, that's not a big deal. If the clothing is designed well in terms of fit, it can fold over, but it doesn't fold well. Why? Because you have to wear a cheapao with your legs sticking out, huh? Wow, this is like a gasoline barrel, carrying an engine, just a unicycle. Goodness, that's impressive. Her face looks okay, pretty enough. If she got plastic surgery, it would only cost a couple bucks, right? No need to spend much. Just take the bus over there. The doctor says it can't be done for $1, so come back. Well, that means there's really no need for any work. Other girls look great when they smile. As for her, she just looks funny. Hey, how's it going? I really like Teacher Yu, and I still like him. I'm set on it. I just haven't tried riding a unicycle yet. All right. Hey, I'm also a collector, you know? Later, I'll have him carry me out for a spin to buy some stuff. Don't mess with that, hey? A male actor needs to be a good one. By the way, let's find a Korean heartthrob to swap ideas. Korean wave, I get it. This is the trendy fashion, and the Korean actor's last name is Park. Look, that surname isn't great. Hey, someone's laughing. I have to criticize you all. You can't think so dirty, right? It's just a word. In Korea, surnames like Kim and Park are very common. Nothing unusual about it. Ah, that's just a regular surname. Park. What's it called? Not quite right. Hey, when you add these 2 characters to the name, it seems upright, right? Hey, someone should tell him, if you want to develop in China, you definitely need to change your name. Why must it be changed? Your intention can easily lead to misunderstandings. Can you just randomly pick a Chinese name like Xiao, Qian, Sun, or Li? He said, then I'll take Qian. Hey, Qian sounds good. It means well. Changing to Qian, what should the name be? Not enough. If there's not enough money, how can you indulge, right? You see. Who gave him the idea? You're a dirty person. What kind of person? This person is influential in Korea, quite famous. He has won awards, like the Golden Chicken Film Award in Korea. Oh, the salty flavor is just right. All right, salty indeed, but he's very picky about scripts, very meticulous. He won't shoot a subpar script or play, even if it means not making money. He debuted at 11 and has been idle for 38 years. Wow, hasn't shot a single thing, just hanging around, drinking at home every day. How can you still be drinking? In the morning, as soon as he gets up, there's a whole case of beer there. A case has 24 bottles, and once those 24 bottles are gone, the whole day just drifts by. This beer is just too much, you know? In the morning, I set down a case of beer and count 24 bottles. Just as I'm about to drink, Teacher Yu calls. He says he wants me to act in a film, and I'm really happy about it.
Oh, Jilin rice is better than Heilongjiang rice, right? What a mess.
What are you talking about? This is a Jilin rice, you know? It's 4 grains bigger than Heilongjiang rice. Who can understand that? This is nonsense I can handle. I'm so happy. I couldn't stand still, and bam! What happened? I ended up sitting on the beer case and almost fell. Then I looked, and there were 23 bottles left.
What?
All right, Xiangsheng. I don't really need to drink much. I just drink. A big bottle? Oh man, let's not even talk about the size yet. It hasn't been opened. No need to analyze this further. Just hurry and take it to the hospital. The doctor will be shocked and scared. Wow, you've really hurt your tonsils. This bottle is no joke. It can't be performed with. What to do? Teacher you says I can perform myself, and it's worth spending money to support myself. But the director disagrees. What right does he have? Oh dear, you have wrinkles on your face. It's an age thing. At your age, you're just a week younger than the actor I imagined. This director is way too strict. It's like a case of obsessive-compulsive disorder with such detail. Well, there's no helping it. Let's take teacher you to the beauty salon. Just splash some urine on the face. I've never heard of wrinkles just disappearing like that. Who goes to beauty treatments to get splashed? You misunderstood. That injection is called hyaluronic acid, not urine. And why splash urine? But hyaluronic acid is acidic, you know. You drink it. Who drinks that stuff? If you haven't, how do you know it's acidic? It's not like it's from a Shanxi person, right? How did you come up with that? This is Hunan spice. You know I've never heard of that. Stop with the Sichuan numbing stuff. It's just too gross. I can't deal with that needle. And its name. If the name is so obvious, I might as well drink this urine. At least my face is flat now. Ah, it's time to shoot the film. It's fantastic. A large artistic film. Hey, not every bug can turn into a butterfly because some are just. Well, enough of that. This little cinema can't handle such a big name. The title is so long it takes 2 screens to figure out what the movie is about. Well, you know, this story is a classic ancient love tale where the prince falls in love with the princess. I really like this theme. Look, that car model is playing the princess. Aw, fine. I can deal with it. She's the real princess. What kind of name is this? You're playing the prince, and I'm the lead male role. The prince's name is Dudigilidizai. Let's not showcase this in the lines. It's too hard to say, right? The first scene is set across a mountain. Oh, the prince calls for the princess. I tell all departments to pay attention and get ready. The teacher says the lines, and I say, oh heavens, oh earth, hey, everyone. Ladies, well, everyone from young to old. If there are men, then there are ladies too. All right, everyone's here. I'm the prince, and my name is Dugudulidizai. This line is going to cost a fortune. Dear princess, could you come out, please? Has she come out yet? Just as the words left my mouth, the princess came over from the mountain. What a sight! But she wasn't just walking. She was riding an elephant, so graceful. Seeing the elephant, the prince got anxious, and I said, what the heck, you again?